Hello and welcome to another video tutorial brought to you by noxtt.com, enabling organizations through technology. In this demonstration, we're going to go through implementing or installing SSL on our website. The title has EC2 simply because the website resides on a web server that sits on top of Amazon's EC2 instance. EC2 is one of Amazon's AWS cloud services, and the web server sits on that service. So in this video is meant to demonstrate how to deploy SSL to our website hosted on an AWS EC2 instance. A domain is already pointing to the EC2 IP address using two A records. So it's using both A records for www and the root domain. And these A records are defined on the name server, a third-party name server. We're not using AWS's name server root 53. The SSL certificates will leverage on Let's Encrypt free certificates and is deployed using certbot on Ubuntu 20. The domain is www.testec2.com. This means when you type in the URL, either the root or with www, it's going to resolve to a sample Joomla site, and we can do that right now, just to see what things are looking like. So let's pull that up. This is the www. As you can see, it has no SSL. That's why there's a strike through on the padlock. And let's check the root domain. Open up a new tab. And there we go. So there's no SSL. So just to give a backdrop on how this site is set up, as I mentioned previously, it's on an EC2 instance, and we have the www and the root domain pointing to the IP address of this instance. So this is the instance running here. Our IP address is 321.168.233. We have an A record. This is the root domain entry. For that entry, we also have a www record for that entry. So the domain points to this EC2 instance, and it resolves the website. So let's just make sure that this is our site. We're going to do a small edit. See, automatically it goes to SSL. That was because I installed SSL several times for various demonstrations. So it remembers that URL. So we go into content, articles. If you're familiar with Joomla, you know the CAM, categories, articles, menus. We go featured articles. And this is the Joomla. That article is this article right here. So we're just going to make a small change. Just put Joomla on AWS. And probably down here we're going to put SSL demo. We're going to save and close that. We're going to log out. And when we refresh, we expect to see those changes here. There we go on AWS SSL demo. And we expect the same thing on the www. So let's just pull that up. HTTP. Okay, so this website is ours. So let's just take a look at our documentation. The advantage of using SSL generic SSL certificates is that the padlock icon appears, letting surfers know that this site is encrypted with SSL. Additionally, certbot has an auto-renew feature, so expiring certificates are not a concern. Ensure your AWS EC2 security does not block traffic on port 443. Ensure your conf file is configured for both root domain and www alias, else certbot will only enable HTTPS for one of them. So let's first ensure, and this can be a mistake that an issue that administrators overlook. So this is the EC2 instance, and the web server has 443 open, port 443. However, in Amazon security, that port also has to be open. So if we look at it right now, I'm seeing port 80, I'm seeing port 22, I'm seeing port 21. I'm not seeing 443. So let's go deeper into this. Security details. Security groups. Okay, look, it's right here. So 443 is in fact defined. Just probably due to the scroll I couldn't see it. So the inbound rules, we have HTTP, SSH, we have FTP, we have MySQL, we have HTTPS, and this port is for GET. So let's go back to our EC2 instance. So you see sometimes it may be a bit tricky. You have to look really well to ensure, because from this angle right here, this view right here doesn't look like HTTP was installed. HTTPS or port 443 is open, but when you actually go into it, it is. So that's just something to note there. I'm not too sure why we're not seeing all of it here. Still not seeing that 443, but it's definitely there, because when you go into the security rules, inbound, you're seeing the 443. So we know that port 443 is open for us. These are the security groups. I want to go to my EC2 dashboard. So we don't have much of an issue there. Our documentation also says that, so it's not blocking traffic, or AWS security is not blocking port 443. Ensure your conf file is configured for both root domain www and for the certbot certificate. Now this is a pretty important part. So let's log into our web server. It's going to be Ubuntu at the domain. Just want to go in to get the domain. Just paste that in, Control-Shift-V. It should take a few seconds to come up. I should be getting the hit yes. Okay, so we are in. And let's just look at our configuration file. It's going to be in sites available. Let's just have a look at our test conf file. And as you can see, the server name is the root and the alias is the www. So these two lines are very important, because when we run certbot are going to see those two domains because of these directives here. You must have a server name. Sometimes we leave out the server alias, but as you can see, it's important so that we can have both the root and the www. So now that we've sorted that out, let's just make sure that this is our domain. Forgot to just go through some of the technical terms associated with this demonstration and the assumptions: LAMP stack installation, access to AWS account via the console and SSH, the website IP is up, and very important, snapd is already installed on your web server. Excuse me. Now snapd must be installed for you to install certbot, the application that's going to install the SSL certificates. And in a Ubuntu 20 machine, snapd comes pre-installed. So this URL will take you and let you know that all these operating systems, all these versions of Ubuntu has Snapd pre-installed. So we don't need to worry about that. We can ensure that SSL is not installed by trying to pull up the SSL version of the site. So let's do that right now. See, it's set to HTTP, but if I go HTTPS and hit enter, I get nothing. Same for here. If I put the HTTPS and hit enter, nothing comes up. And we can even confirm this with curl -I. We can do HTTP testec2.com. Oh, I forgot the dot. There we go. Right, okay. This is the header that's been returned, and you notice it says HTTP only. Now let's see what happens if we do the same thing for HTTPS. Failed to connect to www.testec2.com on port 443. So the connection was outright refused. So we know that HTTPS is not installed. We know that everything is working properly. This is our site. Even if we run a dig, we're going to get back the IP address 321.168.233, 321.168.233. So this is our site. So let's follow the instructions to install certbot and see what happens. So we're going to run this. Even though Snapd is already installed, we're just going to make sure that everything is up to date. So we run this right here. Again, Control-Shift-V. It's going to do its thing, as they say. You just let that run and no updates available. Okay, so we're going to install certbot now. It's going to download the package, run the installation, and hopefully, if all goes well, certbot will be installed. Once this installation is finished, the next thing we have to do is set up a symbolic link. Again, this is pretty simple, as you can see. I'm just copying and pasting. And now, final step will simply be to instruct certbot to create that certificate for us. Just take this out. It's supposed to be 2 dashes. Copying and pasting from LibreOffice can cause an issue there. So the email address, when installing, you can enter your email address if you want. I'm not going to enter a real one. It doesn't do any double checking for the address, but this is useful so you can get updates and know what's going on. Yes, I'll agree to the terms of service. Would you be willing to, get email, that kind of thing, the usual. So you notice here, and this is very important, which names would you like to activate HTTPS for? It picks up both. And the reason why it picks up both the root and the alias or www domain is because it's properly defined in the conf file in the Apache configuration. So I'm just going to hit enter. Leaving it blank means I'm accepting both. And again, while that is working itself out, we can do the dry run to ensure that the certificate will automatically renew. So there's no headache. Is the date coming for the renewal? What do we have to do? The certificate is going to automatically renew. Again, let me just move that paste in extra character that can cause some misuse. Cert not due for renewal, but simulating renewal for dry run. Plugin selected. Authenticate Apache. Install Apache. And it goes down, goes down. At the end of the day, we have succeeded in renewing both the domains, test and www. So the renewal was fine. The certificates have been installed and we can test it out. So this, you could see there's a strike through on the padlock icon. Connection is not secure. Let's just reload it. And there we have the padlock icon. It says HTTPS verified by Let's Encrypt. So let's try it for the www. Again, HTTPS verified by Let's Encrypt. Do we still have control of our site? Let's see. And we can still log in. So everything has gone according to plan. We moved from HTTP to HTTPS. Let's just put that Joomla on HTTPS. HTTPS now installed. So we just close that off, we log out, and we come back, we reload. Joomla on HTTPS. SSL demo HTTPS now installed. This is the root domain. Let's try it out for the alias. And as you can see, same result. And we can also just triple check on our dig and curl. So we'll use the, not dig, but rather the curl. Remember this, the port was blocked. Now communications are coming through. Even though it says HTTP only, we can verify that this is a, something with the configuration. HTTPS is in fact working. We'll have to go into the Apache to make some extra configurations for this, as it's not redirecting, I believe, from 4.3. But we have our HTTPS up and running. We have our site with the padlock icon. And as you can see, using Certbot, leveraging on Certbot that uses the Let's Encrypt certificates comes in really, really handy, and it's quite affordable. It's free, and you have the extra feature of automatic renewal. So that's it for this demonstration. We installed free SSL certificates, generic SSL certificates for your website. There's no error coming up when you go to the website saying that the site cannot prove its identity, etc., etc. The certificates are good. It's verified by Let's Encrypt, and we have free SSL certificates that automatically renew themselves. If you like this video, please subscribe. I'm going to bring out a whole host of videos on this channel. Next up, we're going to be looking at deploying a LAMP stack using Ansible. Like, subscribe. I hope you found this video informative. I'd like to thank you for viewing.